would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Running to the left. Got the first down and more. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the lone running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the ground, it's Singleton. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the 1st down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Singleton. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Batir. Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Phase 27 jump.
slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of... Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Looking for space. It's Allen. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Flips it out to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Allard. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged on the outside is Burks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the 1st half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Quick handoff. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Satega. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. switching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown Sooner. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able They'll try the right side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Back to pass, it's out. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Things working pretty well for this defense. Out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snagged in the middle, it's Sategna. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He'll toss it. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snares it outside. It's Gibson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give is to Smith. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Pena. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Aller. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got the first down and more. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith takes the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. You absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. The give is to Smith. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going to the running game. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? At 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
It's good. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And they're not on the same page there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give as they work on that clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. The toss to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give to the tailback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
This has got to make this team feel good. They were road warriors coming into this hostile environment and playing as well as they did. That's going to make them feel great moving forward.